This is just a friendly reminder that even if a man calls himself a girl dad, chances are he still doesn't like women very much. And I say this because I had the pleasure of coming into contact with a lot of girl dads this week. So let me walk you through it. Earlier this week, a man named Will Compton had a viral video on Instagram, and it was a video of him listing all of the things he did for his baby and his partner in the first 5 days of that baby's life. And a lot of women didn't think it was very funny. Now, I made a response video because the stats he listed were pretty weak, but I want to make something very clear. His followers need us to know that it was a joke. It wasn't real, so we shouldn't take it seriously. Now, this didn't go over well because a part of Will's brand is being a good dad, but specifically a girl dad, and he even sells merch like the hat he's wearing that says, Girl Dad. Now, I had no idea who Will was, but just to paint you a picture, he's an ex-football player, so he played for Nebraska, I think, and then 9 seasons in the NFL, and he's a podcast host for Barstool, so I think that tells you everything you need to know. It's probably not surprising that most of his followers are a very specific demographic of man, mostly college boys who follow him because he does funny fart jokes. But there's also a handful of girl dads. And when they heard that I thought Will could step up in a more meaningful way when it came to parenting, that didn't make them happy. And they left these comments. As she sits in the nice house that her husband pays the mortgage on, LOL, at least she stays in the kitchen. Will Compton, take her out back for a walk to the pantry where she belongs. My wife has 3 kids and was literally laying down with her feet up for all of them. Sounds like a day at the spa, if you ask me. Laugh out loud. What a sad existence. You are probably a super fun person to be around. Enjoy the safety, luxury, and freedom you have in your life. 99% of it can be attributed to the work men have done and continue to do. Now, I couldn't include the really good ones because they had too much profanity and violence and you know what included in them, so I would definitely get my video taken down, but I think this gives you an idea of how these men feel about women. Now, I want to be clear that I'm not saying that Will hates women, but I am saying a lot of his followers do, even the ones who claim to be girl dads. So while it's not all men, it's definitely a lot of men.